Hello everybody, my name is Zharik Salazar, and in this video I will share you my experience in pedagogical practice. Through this report, I will share with you anecdotes, reflection, and significant learning that I have acquired through my work at this rural school. Introduction. Okay. On the other hand, I will share with you my enriching experience working as at the Sunday Civil Educational Institution as a teacher in training for a degree in learning in foreign languages. Over the past few months, I have had the opportunity to immerse myself in a unique educational environment, surrounded by nature and with students who have a fascinating perspective on life. I will tell how this experience has impacted my academic and personal training and how I have managed to develop linguistic and cultural skills. Objective. These objectives will guide me in the planning and develop of my final work, allowing me to comprehensively summarize my experience at the rural school and highlight the most relevant aspects of my learning and grow as bachelor student in foreign languages. To analyze the challenges and obstacles I face when working in a rural setting, such as lack of technological resources, the diversity of skills levels in students, and transportation limitations. To evaluate the pedagogical strategies and approach I use to adapt it to needs of rural students and promote their effective foreign languages learning. To reflect on the impact of my experience at the rural school on my personal and professional growth, including the development of leadership skill, empathy, and adaptability. Reflection. Okay, one of the first lessons I learned was the importance of adaptability. The rural school present different challenges than those was mm, accustomed to in the urban environment. For example, the lack of technological resources and the diversity of skills level in students led me to rethink the pedagogical approach and look for creative strategies to maintain their motivation and interest in learning foreign language. So the challenge and obstacles I encountered at the rural school, I discovered my own resilience and ability to adapt. I realized that education is not about transmitting knowledge, but about helping students to develop skills to face life challenge. I learned to be flexible, creative, and look for innovative solutions to overcome limitation and promote meaningful learning. On the other hand, working a rural school as a part of my foreign language degree has been an very enriching and transformative experience. During this time, I have had the opportunity to immerse myself and unique in a unique educational environment, surrounded by nature and with a student for various rural communications. I, I share with you some pictures like evidence. So in those pictures we can see different students' degrees and in different scenarios. For example, the third image, in that image, we can see students in the classroom, and in those pictures, we can see students under the mango tree or under the every three, because those students those students have not classroom, so they try to learn in every place in every place because they only want to learn. So in this part I would like to share my experience in the course. My experience in the course, teaching and evaluation in ELT, was so good. I really liked what I learned in this course, which is part of my pedagogical practice route. And I'm so happy with the knowledge that I can acquire. And so through this course, I was able to learn a very useful theory, um, that was later put into practice in the institution at the institution. In this course, learn to design evaluation activities, taking into account the level of students as well as how to make the most of the resources available in the area. Thanks to the contribution of my partners in the forum, was able to further expand my knowledge thanks to the useful contribution of my college or my partners. And I want to mention the support of my tutor was so important through the course. Science, she always provides the necessary guidance with everything in theoretical and practice part of the course through different media such as course forum, internal email, and Teams group. So was so important for me, and I'm sure for us, the support of our tutor, because she gave us the guide, and and thanks to that guide we can complete the course very well. Okay, so I will share with you Anne, and I have to say that I live very beautiful moments in my pedagogical practice. But I remember one special. Um, I like to talk with students. So talking to the students, they told me that the topic that I have planned seems difficult to them. So I made an effort to prepare a workshop that was very interactive for them and was too easy to understand, because I really want that the students can understand very well the topic. When the time For the class arrived, I planned the topic to them again. I explained the topic to them again. Presently, the workshop and they have to work as a group and they were to able to solve it in the best way. So I was so attent to their questions or their needs, and I remember that I walked for the classroom a lot. And when the class ended, a group of students thanks, called me to thanks me. They told me that they felt very good, and that made me very happy. I felt that the time I spent preparing for that activity was worth it because I really tried my best in that workshop. And I remember another one. I remember I remember that when I finished my pedagogical practice, some students, some primary students, give me a letter with a lot of colors, with a lot of draw, and with some words in English like mom, dad, blue. Yeah, the word that they learn in the course in the class. So uh, I have those car letters, and I like to see that because I feel so happy when I see that. So yeah. In conclusion, my experience work in a rural school as a part of my degree in foreign language has been truly significant. Through this project, I have had the opportunity to immerse myself in a unique, enriching educational environment surrounding my nature and with students for the various rural communities. During my time at the rural school, I have learned to adaptable and creative in my pedagogical approach. The lack of technological resources and the diversity of skill levels in students challenge me to look for in motivate strategies to maintain their motivation and the interest in learning foreign languages. So really, really thanks.